Hello, everyone and no one, and welcome to another Talking Into the Void. Couldn't really decide if I wanted to watch a movie or anything last night, so it's like, well, fuck it. We'll just go with the Talking to the Void. Might do that the rest of this month just because of plausible moving. We'll see how things go. But with me, this time on time to be here, T. Alexander. T, how you doing? He didn't fall asleep and have an old man nap.
You're right. I didn't. I stayed awake. Hey, Jesus, I'm getting younger again. All right, I'm good.
That body in the
Period.
freezer stays pretty young, huh?
Yeah, I'm pissed that the government's back open.
Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Otherwise, got Angela Arriaga with us as well. Angela, how you doing?
Hey there, I'm doing all right. And you are correct, brother. If you're on time, you're late.
I completely disagree with that. Even as someone who was in the military, because technically, if you're on time, you're on time.
Yeah,
People just want, it's like, if you're going to be early, you're going to be early. I always hate that whole thing. Oh, if you're not this amount of time early, you're late. But join us as well as Will Forge. Will, how you doing?
Well, I'm breathing and I'm
are
more or
you
less
though?
functional, so
Are you though?
just double checking. Yeah, we have respiration.
Okay, making sure.
Don't ask me if I've got a pulse. I never can find it.
So the government did open back up. I didn't see any of that on Twitter, but I also haven't been on Twitter today.
Yeah, yeah. And I get paid again, and well, at least my co can stop bitching about this. Oh, we're not getting paid. It's all Trump's fault that we're not getting paid.
You're blaming the one person who has absolutely no power in the matter.
I mean, apparently, supposedly, he did take credit for it, the shutdown
Oh.
or whatnot, and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, no, he took credit for the last his last shutdown.
It's
But even then, it was still a Pelosi thing because, yeah.
I'm still going to be honest. When it comes to any of this shit, it shouldn't be a fucking omnibus bill or a continuing resolution. They should all be individual bills.
Should all be individual bills. Should all be up or down vote on the individual bill. And if Congress can't pass a serious budget on time, they shouldn't get paid until they do.
Yes, we should have an actual budget. I'm tired of CRs.
And they're breaking the law, not doing their duty. If we did that, we'd be in jail.
I wish they would. There was a Senator Kennedy put forth an amendment to or a bill that if you can't pass a budget, you don't get paid as well. The government's not being funded. Yeah. You guys don't get paid either. I'm all for it.
And Congress should always be the last government employees paid.
To go into the whole thing. Hold on. Clown said, I just use Twitter for indie deathmatch wrestling, so active but outside the loop. Yeah, most of my Twitter is typically filled with like some gun stuff, and a lot of artwork and cosplayers.
Yeah, I didn't find out on Twitter. I actually was following a vote tracker.
Yeah, I have a my coworkers have been on it like stank on a flea's ass, so I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I'm going, but I don't want to.
Say for the Twitter, it's like the question is which account. The one I got up on the other window right now. Oh, hey, that's a ferret, and another ferret, and another ferret, and a cat, and a sugar glider, and a ferret, and a wolf, and a ferret, and a chinchilla.
It's like, otherwise, other than doing the gun stuff today, it's like I just went and finished the last bit of the first season of Solo Leveling and the second season of Solo Leveling, and I can
That
definitely see.
reminds me, I have to go there.
I can definitely see why Japan changed some of the stuff since it's originally a Korean manga.
I need
Green
to-
Badger.
I need to keep up with this one. It's called "Who Made Me a Princess." It seemed to be interesting.
Usually if you're a princess, your parents made you one.
No, all right. So this
It's an
girl,
isekai.
Yeah,
I was
it's isekai
kidding.
story.
I was joking.
it's a rather interesting isekai.
Say if it's an isekai, then it's probably some incompetent or semi-competent deity that made you a princess.
Well, no, they don't know because like her father is essentially a fucking god.
I'll say that it's either like an incompetent deity or an asshole of a deity.
One of the two. But like her father is the ruler of this nation, and he is by far the strongest one of the strongest mages in all of existence.
So
And
her
he
parents.
just no, her mother died, and she looks just like her mother. Like she was reincarnated and reborn into this world, and in the world she's from, this is a book. The event she's going through was a book, and something happened where she's born into like the princess's body, just as her motherfucking croaks, and her father is kind of distant from her because she looks just like her. It's fucking insane. It's an interesting one, and I want to read the actual book that it's based off of. Because most of this shit gets lost in translation and doesn't translate. They don't always bring everything over from books to anime series. So books are far better.
Which is funny because when it's going to like an animated thing, they have no reason not to put the stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a TV show. It's not a movie.
Like a wild boss appears. There's another one I need to.
The only one that I want to see, and I can't remember what it's called, with the thing of a princess, and it's not an isekai, but the princess is engaged to a prince. I don't remember if she's actually a princess or whatnot. He breaks off the engagement, and instead of her getting pissed, she's like, "Well, can I be granted one last request?" And he's like, "Why?" And then she, the girl, the girl that basically got him to break up the engagement. It's like, "Oh, we should grant her this whole last request." He's like, "What is it? Money, jewels, any of that sort of thing?" She's like, "No. Grant me the privilege of knocking this bitch's teeth out." And then comes up and slugs the chick so hard it puts her into a wall.
Damn.
I'm like, you have my attention.
Yeah. Well,
I'm now interested. I'm now interested in that one. You just slugged it through a fucking wall.
Sorry, wrong button.
It happens.
I was gonna try to mute myself because my I was trying to clear my throat. But...
Oh, and apparently Ahoy Comics got Toxic Avenger.
This is another one that pisses me off. So it's called Apocalypse Bringer Monogra, and it ends just as the shit starts getting good, like the season. Like it's only 13 episodes long, and it ends just as shit starts really ramping up. But the books are far more encompassing. I'm on the first book, and all the events of the first season seem to be happening in that one book, and there's like 10 of them. That's why the books are far superior.
I still have to complete more of the manga of Guyver, but apparently the manga for Guyver, Bio Boosted Armor, has been on hiatus. Guess since when?
When?
1985.
God damn. So in other words, it's not being picked up.
Probably not. I think the author might have it's like one of the titles I was reading that I liked, and it was a weird one, but it was more of a slice of life. Apparently, the publication of this has been canceled because the the author died, and it's like, oh, fuck, that sucks.
The reason why we're not getting the second season of Dragon Maid is because the author died.
Always annoying when the author passes before the story is done.
Mm-hmm.
It could be
I
worse.
say that I can't say always because it's got to be like a good and compelling story. I've seen stories that like, oh, the author died, the literary world did not lose anything.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been worse. The author for one of my favorite series as a kid called Bastard. He in the middle of it he goes to prison. So it's fucking incomplete. Like he comes back decades later, but it's still fucking incomplete.
That's it. I think the one that's most well known for like the author dying or something or other is, I want to say it's like Berserk was never technically completed.
Yeah.
I'd have to look into
Kira
it.
Toriyama never actually officially completed Super.
Oh, I mean, in all reality, it was supposed to end with Z.
Decades ago, yeah.
And it was supposed to be a passing of the torch because then they could have had like Goku continue on the afterlife, but it hadn't made it, that point hadn't made it into America yet. And all the fans back in Japan are like, where Goku? Why for no Goku?
It should have ended. Like Great Trash should have never existed. There are some elements of Great Trash that were worth salvaging, but everything else was just trash. And for those that don't know what Great Trash is, Dragon Ball GT or Grand Tour. Like some characters worth
well, the series of GT sucked. Its ending was good.
Him becoming essentially the new dragon, essentially.
No, the whole
and him fucking flying up the godhood.
No, the whole thing of it, like fast forwarding several generations, so that, and you basically have like a new Goku and a new Vegeta meeting in a tournament, but they don't know each other.
Adult Pan there, and Pan as an old lady, and Goku walks by and goes, and she sees him and goes, I think this is a good thing. It's still trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like Pan. I'm glad they brought Pan in Super. Like, she was a great character, and yeah. Oob, I'm glad they're bringing Oob in. Oob was a good character.
No, my next thing to watch, and I'll have to read as well, because I have to read Solo Leveling now, and that whole thing is, fuck, what was it again? No, click to.
I have To Your Eternity.
So I'm a spider. So what?
Oh, yeah, I have that one. I prefer books to.
Well, that one apparently the anime differs greatly from the manga, but that's another one to where it's like it's an isekai, but instead of it just being like one person, it's an entire class.
Oh no, So I'm a Spider. So what is not that one? She is not a whole class. It's just her, and she's reincarnated as a spider. He's kind of a little tiny spider.
No, it's the whole class.
I'm pretty sure it's just her.
No, from what I'm aware of, it's the whole class, because like you have some of her classmates are humans, and some people were reincarnated were isekai'd as into monsters.
I'm thinking of another one then. Right. I have that. It's like 16 fucking issues long. I need to sit down and read that one. What's another?
The only one I can think of
she
might be trying to think of is that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which I still have to watch as well.
Again, hope it's better. I know, shut up. I need to. I have Remonster. I need to read Remonster.
Remaster.
I'm still looking for when Osan
Names-
Nubi gets far enough to get a second season.
I need to get this. I need to read Outlast Crusade. Oh God, there's just so many. Reincarnate. My wife is a demon cult leader. Well, that's
That just sounds like a slice of anybody's ordinary life.
it's a cultivation cult cultivation series, Wuja, where his wife is the leader of so there's heavenly cults and there's demonic cults, good skills and evil skills, and she's the leader of a evil skill cult or sect. It's not that like she's evil or anything, but I still need to read it. I need to read more. I want to read Morbido before I watch Morbido. I heard that one was good. I'm pissed that Magic User doesn't have a fourth book. That shit was good. Reborn as the max level wizard.
I actually think I need to sit down and watch Witch Hunter Robin again.
Goes from bad to just good. Out of nowhere, just good. Mm-hmm. Wow. The fourth book is coming out January 2nd of 2079. I can't wait. I'll be on my deathbed. I might miss that one too. I don't know. 2079.
With the longevity in some parts of my family, it's plausible.
Oh no.
I'm not particularly counting on it.
I mean, I could make it. I don't think I will.
I don't know.
See, the problem is there's so many books and so little time to read them.
Yeah.
I figure that's just what you did at work.
I edit at work.
I'm going to be stuck doing a lot of reading at work the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
I'm alive. I'm fine. I didn't die.
Say, worse, it's reading laws and state regulations and learning what they mean. Fun.
Fun. And the sun. Y'all never seen that series?
No.
I don't know.
You've never seen Red Dwarf?
Nope.
Pretty sure not. Like seen advertisements for it.
At some point, we gotta watch Red Dwarf. I just have to. Red Dwarf is one of the funniest. Arnold Rimmer. It's British, so it's fun. I think I'll like it.
Yeah, it's still no spiders on a plane.
That really did traumatize you that much?
It was hilarious. Badly hilarious.
Did such spiders give anybody superhuman superpowers?
If you count Super Dead.
That's not a power.
Oh. Well, Angela,
That's another one.
what books or reading have you been into?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually working on Swamp Thing.
Mm.
You make my heart sing.
Not Wild
Wrong.
Thing.
Wrong thing.
I just started it, so I can't really say much about it, but I'm borrowing it from my brother, and a friend of mine told me that it's the first appearance of Constantine. So I'm actually really
Right.
looking forward to it.
You make everything good. Sorry.
I could see that because Swamp Things does seem like it'd be more of a supernatural than a science fiction.
Yeah, he works for the Green, and Constantine originally was fucking with shit to get out the deal. It pisses me off that Swamp Thing rarely interacted with Poison Ivy.
Who?
I don't.
Poison Ivy.
Oh, Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I don't think they were in the same area.
Yeah, but they look like he is a servant of the Green, and she was fucking with the Green. He should have interacted with her a whole lot. He serves the Green, and she claims to be the avatar of it. They had to come into conflict at some point, just so he could put her into place. Like, no, you don't represent shit.
I guess I'll see.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I read the I forget what they're called. It's a series of Marvel comics. It had Daredevil. I think it's Marvel. I might be wrong. No, it is Marvel because one of them is Hulk Gray. But it had Daredevil yellow, Spider-Man blue, Hulk gray, and Captain America white. And that was actually a really good series. Yeah, it was basically a retelling of older stories from those characters from the okay, it's gonna sound lame. From the standpoint of therapy, basically. So it was actually a really interesting concept of basically all of them dealing with different forms of survivor's guilt.
Okay.
That's one way to do things.
Well, there's that, and then there's they should have Peter Parker telling jokes to get past his
fright, his fear.
General grief and fear.
It was actually him. His therapist had him record an audio recording, an audio letter to Gwen Stacy.
Oof.
Yeah. Because that was like one of his
hang-ups.
His biggest regrets.
Yeah. His guilt over her death is one of his biggest like you said, hang-ups. So
yeah, one of the biggest things weighing him down since where he failed.
I actually like my favorite one was Daredevil Yellow. My least favorite one was Hulk Gray. But it's because I have a really hard time connecting like I like the Hulk, but I have a hard time like connecting with the character.
Mm-hmm. Isn't Hulk Gray supposed to be the smart one?
And the evil one.
I thought that was Red
I think
Hulk.
he's the evil.
Hulk Gray is the one that cannot overcome his or in any way level out his anger. He just goes completely off the charts. It was kind of like before he turned green.
Yeah, I like I like classic Hulk, and classic Hulk only. Every other Hulk is She Hulk. It is them trying to address and change a character that didn't need addressing and changing.
Honestly, I hadn't. My favorite Hulk is, well, Lou Ferrigno.
Well, yeah.
And I still thought it was good for how they honored Lou Ferrigno for being the original live action Hulk. Was his roar is always mixed in with the standard roar of any Hulk in a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I actually met Lou Ferrigno, and I do not like the man. He's a jerk.
Oh, Lou Ferrigno himself?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean, yeah.
He was a
Most celebrities are.
major dickhole, and I don't. You should never meet your heroes. Let's put it that way.
That's usually the way it goes.
No, you should meet your heroes. You just gotta understand that they're people too. The higher you put these people on pedestals, the greater the fall when they don't live up to your expectations.
Well, you also shouldn't base your impression on them of a role based on a role they play.
Yeah.
Which is where I think most people get kind of caught up on the, hey, I really want to meet this person and find out they're not anything like the character they play in a show or in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or you have an athlete who you look up to, but you only see him for snippets at a time in that role, and you assume that he's a team player, but when in actuality he's a dickhead. But if you go in expecting like he's nothing like my expectations of him, you're never disappointed.
Yeah, brother, I was afraid if I said Bill Bixby, they wouldn't know who I was talking about, which is why I said Lou Ferrigno.
You talking about the actor who played Bruce Banner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Only I believe in the series his name was David. But...
Yeah, it was David Banner.
Mm.
They didn't change it to Bruce until a comic run, but they kind of distanced themselves. Then it just stuck as Bruce. I do believe his no name became David, though.
I mean, they could have called him like David Bruce Banner, and that still would have worked as well.
And the old cartoon was Bruce.
But see, the problem is Stanley likes alliteration. A lot of his character names are alliterated. Peter Parker.
Well, no, you could have like
Dugan,
what I was gonna
like
say
that.
is they could have had him by that and just been like, oh, David. It's like had him in a thing where like someone's like, oh, David Bruce Banner, and he's just like, everyone just calls me Bruce.
Tier, before you get called illiterate, the term is alliterative.
Yes, alliteration.
Yes.
That's what the fuck I said.
Well, you said illiterate, not alliterative.
No, I said alliteration.
You said that Okay.
He likes alliteration.
What you said is Stan Lee likes alliteration, and Bruce Banner is illiterate.
No, I didn't.
You did,
What's
and
up,
we can
Keishal?
roll it back.
We can, and I know what the fuck I said.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
turn
put it this
around
way,
and
Tier.
look at you
You're
guys.
gonna have to, and you're just gonna have to hear me out on this one. You know what you meant to said, or what you meant to
And I know what the
say,
fuck I said.
and just because you think you know what you said doesn't mean you always know what you said.
I know what I said. I said Stanley likes alliteration, and Bruce Banner, Dumb Dumb Deagle are illiterate.
Don't make me roll back the stream.
You literally just said it again.
Now,
Your second part of it you said was illiterate.
all right, fine, whatever.
Moving on.
Context clues from the fucking previous words.
Wow.
Okay, Keishal.
Jeebus.
I was gonna say, wasn't
Jeebus.
freaking like
I'm sorry it took me a minute.
Spider-Man or
Okay.
the Hulk? Weren't those Jack Kirby to begin with?
Yes.
I believe.
I don't know about Spider-Man. I think
I believe
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
was Stan Lee originally.
I believe Spider-Man is staying again the naming conventions. Like he used a lot of certain naming conventions in his work. Whereas Jack was just meh, whatever felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Jack Kirby was the Hulk, but Stan Lee was Spider-Man.
Kirby.
I don't know.
Stan Lee is responsible for the overall concept and character development, while Jack Kirby provided artistic vision and design for character. So it's a collaborative effort.
That makes sense.
Who did Spider-Man?
Mary Jane.
And Gwen Stacy.
Spider-Man was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, with Kirby making significant contributions to the character debut. Kirby's artwork on the cover of Amazing Fantasy number 15 and 63 was pivotal to establish the character's identity, while Kirby is not the sole creator. His work laid the foundation for Spider-Man's success in the Marvel Universe. So it's Lee and Ditko's.
I mean, if we had someone like Jack Cochran here, TD or Polydub, he'd easily like get into the history of it, and I'd be like, okay.
Well, this character
or
We've already
quiz.
gone too far in depth for what this stream is.
He didn't create Captain America, Wolverine, Silver Surfer, Punisher, Venom, Luke Cage, Rocket Raccoon, Ant-Man, Scott Lang's Ant-Man, Elektra, Ghost Rider, and yeah, that's all they said they did. He didn't quite.
I don't know, man. I haven't read those comic books or any of the actual Marvel and whatnot comic books in a long, long time.
Yeah, I haven't read comic books in ages.
Oh, I finally saw the Fantastic Four, and I actually really liked it. I thought it was
latest one?
very good. Yes.
No kind of taste.
Ouch.
I liked it.
After some of the stuff that you've brought to Never Watch Alone, I don't think you have any room to talk.
Hold on. Now, I didn't create them, and I never said I liked them. I curated the list, and I don't pre-watch.
Maybe you should.
So, nope. I want to give my live reaction just like everybody else.
It kind of
No
defeats.
pre-watching.
I'll give him that much. Pre-watching kind of defeats the purpose.
It's kind of cheating.
I collect, I curate, and hey, we're doing this one, and I'll download it, but I don't pre-watch.
Yeah, I had a really good time with it, so I don't care if you judge me for it or not. I enjoyed it.
I'm always judging you. I judge everybody.
Well, hello, little one.
At
You're
the
not going to
comic
talk to
shop
them either.
every Tuesday. You judge me at the comic shop every Tuesday, brother?
See?
No, he's saying that he is at the comic shop every Tuesday. He tries to avoid Wednesdays because Wednesdays it gets crowded because it's New Comic Day.
But are you judgier than Judge Dredd and Judge Judy all rolled into one Judge Magnificent?
Okay.
Wait, no. For Squirrely Dan, it's like you're judgier than was Judge Judy, or it's like Judge Judy, Judge Dredd, and Judge Reinhold all rolled into one.
I judge not because I have to, not because I must. I judge because if I don't, then my contract with the divine will be up and I will be killed. So I have to judge.
Whatever helps you sleep,
Gotta
bitch.
Look, it is not my fault that I sold my soul to a judgmental God who requires me to judge.
Sure he did.
I judge because I'm a cat, and cats judge everyone. Always. And you're always found wanting.
You are always found lacking when you're being judged by a cat.
Cat just looks stupid like, don't you dare fucking talk to me, you can opener.
You walking, talking can opener.
Otherwise, I don't really have much else to talk about.
It's just been it's been a slow news week.
Oh, I spent like 3 hours away from my apartment, and then like I said, I've barely been on Twitter. It's just been working on trying to get the DVD ripping software to work right on the one disc. If it doesn't work right this time, I'll be like, all right, let's go to disc 4 and try that one to see if that one I can get to work, and then just go and download all the episodes, or it's like rip all the episodes individually and then just make one splice together thing.
I think I'm about to break Tears' brain again because I actually liked the new Superman too.
I don't particularly care for the new Superman either. I don't see how that would break my brain. I don't like what's all right. So, all right, when you start a new franchise, it's essentially what they did. You don't make it an ensemble piece. Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, and Hawkgirl should never have been in that fucking movie. They should have never been there. It should have been just focused solely on Superman. Just like the thing with the Fantastic Four. You escalated far too quickly.
Oh yeah.
You went from you don't Galactus is not a first movie villain. He is a world-ending threat that you have to build up to. To throw him out immediately is literally like throwing out Thanos before you even fucking build them up. You know, so if you put Endgame at the beginning of the like phase 5 or phase 4, whatever fucking phase he was in, and people are like, what the fuck? What is this? And that's what you did with Galactus. There's no build up to Franklin Richards being special, and it should have been built up. That's why those movies suck. That and female Silver Surfer literally taking the instead of letting Johnny sacrifice himself for his family, he snubs him.
I don't know, man. I ain't seen it.
Well, I've seen enough of it to know the. I yo-ho-hoed a little.
My only issue with the new Superman was that it was too
And they feel like
bright.
Guy Gardner.
No, it was it was
Let
too
her-
bright.
Yeah, so let her explain what she liked and didn't like about it, Tier. You're not imposing what you
I
don't
didn't
like
say any
about it.
goddamn thing. I shut the fuck up and you started it on it.
It was too bright and then kind of painful to watch in some spots. That was my big thing. There was a massive oversaturation of light in that movie. Made it actively painful.
Fucking Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner in that dumbass Mo Howard haircut. God, I fucking hate that Mo Howard haircut.
It's a comic accurate haircut.
No, it is. Well, it is, but it isn't.
It is. I've seen the comics.
Yes, in modern Guy Gardner has a different look. They could have went with that look instead of giving him the Mo Howard look.
They were trying to make it clear that he was not a cool dude.
Again, you didn't. It is the look of Nathan Fillion. It just some looks. All right, look. Some elements in comics should be ignored. Just like in the first X-Men movie where they didn't have him in yellow and spandex. It fucking made sense not to have him in yellow and spandex because that shit just looks weird. Some things don't translate well to live action. And the Mo Howard haircut does not translate well to live action.
I thought it was pretty good.
I think Nathan. I did not like the look of Nathan.
I think
I didn't like the look of Mr. Terrific either.
I think at the time for the first X-Men, the yellow spandex wouldn't work for that because they didn't have the proper tech to do the suits justice. And then later on, as they got better at their costumeology, they were able to actually do a good one. Because I didn't hear anyone bitching about how they made Wolverine's the yellow suit
spandex
for Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right, fair enough.
Do some things go over? No, it's a go over well. No, but sometimes that's fine.
It should have never. The first movie of that series. I'm just saying, the first movie of that series should have been solely focused on Superman. It should have just been his story. It should not have been an ensemble story with everyone else. You could the second movie you set that shit up. You lay the seeds in a post-credit scene. You don't throw them in as main focuses. And granted, I do like the fucking cool scene where he just fucking flicks his hand and he sends fucking the Humvees flying. Like that shit. I don't think Mr. Terrific should have been there. Or not Mr. Fantastic. I think it's Terrific.
It's Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
And I actually liked him in that movie.
I don't think Hawkgirl should have been there.
Well, Hollywood's been having a problem with that for a long time, ever since they came up with because the first X-Men is technically an ensemble for the superheroes, but it's all, before they're in their whole like on superhero thing, because they're supposed to be a team.
Well,
but they also don't hold on. They also don't have a metric fuck ton of enemies. They have 4, with Magneto being the main boss. Everyone
Alright,
else is
okay.
considered
Brother,
a underling.
All right. The reason
brother, I
why.
think that's what Tyr was saying.
All right. The issue again, the reason why the X-Men movies work is because when you think of the X-Men, they are a team. You had like the key players in that
Yeah.
story. You had Wolverine, you had Cyclops, you had Storm, you had Jean Grey, you had Professor X. Those are the key players that you need to tell an X-Men story to tell an X-Men story. Yes, it worked. And then the second one expanded it and gave us more characters, more meanings on the team. And then the third one expanded it even further. It makes sense. It's the escalation and the widening. It starts off small in the first movie, and again, you had all the movies you had were Magneto, Sabretooth, Mystique, and fucking Toad. Wish they would have picked somebody other than Toad, but it is what it is. And you had Rogue, Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, Storm. So you had 6 heroes on the team that usually been on the team.
And they introduced some of the ones that would come later, like they introduced Iceman, being a younger one, but he wasn't a fighting character.
Yeah, he wasn't a fighting character. He was just there.
He was just there.
And then and they introduced everybody else again. Then they eventually included them, and then again progression. Oh, but Superman can stand alone as a hero because he is a standalone hero. Now, if you were doing a Justice League movie, oh shit, you throw all the ensemble in there, throw everybody that you can in there, or at least everybody that makes sense.
But no, Hollywood's just had a massive problem of wanting to add too many people too often.
Yes, and it's the same issue. It was the bloat of characters that killed Spider-Man 3. If you'd have had two villains in that one, just two villains, and you could have fleshed those two villains out. Eddie Brock's story, everyone knows Eddie Brock, and what you've seen him deal with fucking Peter Parker. All right, it makes sense. You don't give any development to fucking Sandman, who honestly needed. Kane Marco actually has a really tragic fucking backstory.
Yeah.
At least according to the movie universe. And all the shit he was doing for his fucking daughter. Yeah. You don't flesh that out. You don't see his daughter. He doesn't interact with her at all.
Yeah, like what they should.
And then,
go ahead, Angela.
X-Men is the worst Freddy. Freddy got 1 claw hand, Wolverine got 2, and no blood.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, Clown. What I mean was, if you introduce, I'm talking about if Endgame was at the beginning of fucking the Avengers, like it was just Avengers, and then somehow Thanos is the big bad of the Avengers movie.
And then
the very first villain they fight.
And you also, as soon as that goes into there, you roll out all the other villains that are with Thanos, and then just have all these other heroes show up that no one's even thought you have. Fucking Black Panther or Spider-Man shows up out of nowhere. Just all of them showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's essentially what it does. Mitch talks about this all the time. Escalation.
Yeah.
The first movie you start off small. The second movie you get progressively big and you set up the overarching big bad of the series.
For Avengers, you had already had the first Captain America movie, the first Iron Man movie, the first Thor movie.
But they weren't a team up.
They didn't get to the team up. So you'd introduced all the characters. You didn't have to go through and introduce them further. You just had to give a little supposition on frickin' Hawkeye, because he was really the only one that had much of a thing, and he didn't need much of anything.
That's enough. I think that was a really bad. Like you literally give everybody else a fucking movie, but you don't give him one.
Technically,
he got an entire series.
Yeah, he got a TV show.
No, he didn't. He didn't get a TV show. The girl got a TV show.
No, actually, if you had watched it, you would know that he was actually the main character in that.
Okay.
I actually watched the series, and it was quite good.
Okay. Again,
I'm not saying that I disagree with you, Tier. They did put way more in the movie, like, right away than they should have. I am going to disagree with you on the Silver Surfer thing because technically she is a
she's a what if,
comic.
and
She
yet
is a comic accurate character.
she's a what if. She is not a canon thing. She's a what if. Like that's all she is. She is a huge what if. What if Silver Surfer was Norman Rad? Norman Rad, sorry.
I
what
still
if
just say
she-
it for the way they went. Like, can
Mhm.
agree with Tier on the whole thing for Fantastic Four of just having the first movie. You have an introduction of a Herald of Galactus and Galactus all in the first movie with no other buildup.
I'm not.
It just that's way too much.
Like I said, I don't disagree that they like blew their loads way too soon in both movies. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing where they're going to be able to go moving forward.
There is no way you can go. Like, but
it might be interesting to see how they deal with the corner they backed themselves into. And either way, we at least got a good movie out of it. Neither a movie was absolute shit.
But from a writing standpoint, the again an escalation thing. Who was the bigger threat to Galactus?
Tier. At no point did she say she disagreed with you. You're trying to reiterate into something and go into something we've already agreed with you on.
I'm just saying there is no that she said from a writing standpoint. There is no way to back this up.
Standpoint.
No, she said that
I'm saying from a right.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're referring to.
I'm just saying from a writing standpoint, it is that corner is impossible to back out of because Galactus is a world-ending threat. You can't go from world-ending threat to street-level crime. It makes no fucking sense.
No one said that they were going to, but they also did not actually kill Galactus. It's not like he's gone.
So they're just going to keep bouncing back and forth. Galactus is going to be a recurring villain. He's just going to keep coming back. And
I don't know. I don't know. It would be interesting to see where they go now that they've backed themselves into the corner. If they are good writers, they might be able to find their way out of it. If not, we're going to get a bunch of shit going forward. But this movie was not bad.
I'm pretty sure to go with a better word for that one instead of it saying not bad, it was entertaining.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Doesn't mean it was a great movie.
I never said it.
And that whole thing, but it was a good entertaining movie.
Again, they shit what they should. Again, from my point of view, just saying where I'm coming from.
We
know. Should have been an escalation. It should have been team gets started because again, it's a new franchise. Team gets started.
Well, technically, hold on. For Fantastic Four, it's not something where you have to do the whole team get started. You know, same thing like they did for Batman v Superman, to where they introduce Batman's character instead of having to have fucking 20 minutes up to seeing Martha and Thomas Wayne dying. They had that shit in the opening credits. You roll some credits opening of what's going on, given the presupposition of the backstory, and it's like a bit of like how they got their powers, throw some news things of how they've become that whole thing, and then bam, you throw them into whatever fucking street level villain they're gonna go into. Not every fucking movie, whenever you reboot a series, has to be a goddamned origin story.
I never said it had to be an origin story.
I'm actually going to kind of piggyback on that, except that not. other thing is you're assuming that because it sounds like you haven't bothered to watch it. You're assuming that the Fantastic
Yo ho ho in the
Four
battle run.
you're assuming that the Fantastic Four is starting at the beginning, and it is very much starting right in the middle of everything.
Yeah,
These are not a newly formed group.
No,
These are people who have
that's
very clearly been working together and already have that relationship. And so
pretty sure that was actually one of the main things they were bringing up was that it wasn't that way. But I was talking about more with what Tyr was going on and that whole thing. It almost seemed, I'm not going to say he was trying to, but it seemed like he was insinuating that since it was a reboot of the series, then you just start from square one, i.e. the origin story, which Marvel has a really fucking bad habit of, even though it was brought up pretty much. That's like, this isn't going to be an origin story. This is going to be their like, I think it, like I said, it was supposed to start to where it has the newsreels that it shows to where it's establishing them as already an established crew.
Yeah, exactly. And which is another thing, another like concept that you could bring up. Everyone has bitched and complained so much about how Marvel can't not have an origin story, and then the one time that they don't bother having an origin story and start you in the middle of everything that's going on, you get here.
No, you get here because again, you don't understand the concept of. All right, some stories you introduce this whole new team. It's not necessarily a whole new team, but this whole new spin on these characters. All right, you add this. You have this world-ending threat who in the comic books whole teams, the entire fucking planet band together to repel him. Galactus is not a middle threat. He is the end game. He is the final boss of the series. He is literally somebody that this storyline is ending. Let's throw in Galactus to cap it off. Let's see how they dealing with him. He is at best he is a third movie villain that beats up the team in the third movie, and by the fifth movie they come back and they kick his ass. He is not a first movie villain. That is not Galactus. That is Doctor Doom at best. That is the Inhumans. That is a shit ton of other villains that they could have picked. Hell, they could have picked a fucking Underminer for all I care. Somebody that is not as powerful as Galactus. That is my issue.
They need to take a villain from Pixar's The Incredibles.
There is an Underminer in the Marvel Universe.
Every time I hear Underminer, all I can think of is The Incredibles, though.
But again, they could have picked somebody else. So, and you could have had an end credit scene where they're building up to hell shit. I would have loved
this movie. Tyr, yes.
Hold on.
Dude, you've gone over the whole thing of how Galactus should not have been a first movie villain. And no one here is disagreeing with you.
Excuse me.
Ad nauseum, even.
Yes. Like, quite literally, you are getting the whole thing where you're trying to reiterate for no reason. You're trying to explain yourself further to people that are like, we agree with you.
I'm preaching to the choir.
Yes. Because even Angela said she agrees with you. Galactus should not have been the main villain in the first movie. But the movie itself, for what it was entertaining. They're two separate things. They're not conjoined.
Maybe because I just like Pedro Pascal that makes that movie to another level, man.
You just have that whole thing that when they and it's the same thing kind of with Mitch in a way. Mitch can he knows how to stop better than most of us do. If when they don't start with a better escalation in that whole thing. Like they could have had, you know, still a higher level villain for the first one. It's just, unless you're going like Power Rangers type shit, you really don't start with a world-ending event.
I mean, even with Power Rangers, with Power Rangers, you still could have like the big bad.
Yeah.
But they don't do shit. They just sending mooks down to fight the fucking people. They're testing the waters in the first 2 movies.
Oh, the thing is, like, out of nowhere, Galactus is just like, you know what, Silver Surfer, hold off. We're gonna send in some putties.
We're gonna drop some putties down. Shit, you know what I would like to see? I would like to see a reboot of the fucking Power Rangers movie. I want to see an updated Albert News.
They did that in like the 2015s or something. It wasn't bad.
No, Albert News.
The one where Rita
Ivan
was the
Ooze.
Green Ranger.
Yeah, the one where Rita was the Green Ranger was not a bad one, and Bryan Cranston was the
Zordon.
Was Zordon. Wasn't bad.
But
Well, you're talking about like do another one with Ivan Ooze.
Yes,
which is funny because
remake Ivan Ooze.
Which is funny because that one actually sets it into a separate universe for the Power Rangers series when you go off the TV show into that one.
No, it does. It gives them their ninja powers and ninjas. That's why they come back with the ninja shit. It's part of the continuity.
No, it's not. Part of the Tier, don't fucking argue with me on this one, homie, because you're wrong. It is a separate universe meant for the movies, because when they have to go to get their ninja swords, they go find Ninjor.
I don't recall that.
I would trust Rotten on this.
I have watched way too much shit on Power Rangers for no fucking reason, because I still just think the series is fun, and I don't care. Yeah, because they loot their original power coins get destroyed. I want to say it's done by Goldar. I think it was. So yeah, they have to go find Ninjor, and they find him, and that's what goes about bringing the whole thing for. Oh god, dang it!
God, it's been 100 fucking Jesus fuck.
Yeah, because by then they've brought in Tommy as the White Ranger, because that's when he got the White Tiger Zord, and then later on, like, because they go through back that they kept the same outfits, but then it goes so they have their ninja outfits after you go with Ninjor, so they get new power coins to become that whole thing, and their ones get transformed.
No, you're right. It is something. I don't look. It's been 100 fucking years.
And for any of you who are for any of you who are curious and just want to go back and rewatch some pretty wholesome stuff, in my opinion, you can find the Power Rangers TV show on YouTube for free. Like, last that I was doing, I had just gotten into Zeo. I think the only movie that's technically canon for all of them is the Power Rangers Turbo movie.
I hated that one.
But no, it was like 2015 or something, around that time frame when they did that one. I mean, yeah, they changed some of the things in there for how it was. They made Billy a black autistic kid. Yep. Actually, for how they went about it, it wasn't bad. They did not shit on the original series, in my opinion, because they didn't bring in Zach for the black kid, since they made Billy black, because they were trying to do the whole thing of like, we're trying to hit more of the races, and they were running out of the whole things because they still kept Jason and Kimberly White. So they brought in Adam to be the Black Ranger. They brought in the character of Adam to be the Black Ranger. They made Trini Hispanic. And then Jason and Kimberly were both white, except for in this one they're actually all troubled youths. Like Jason has it that he goes through and goes to do a prank of like putting the opposing team's actual live bull mascot in their whole freaking in their whole thing or whatnot, and then it's running from the cops, so he gets put on house arrest. Kimberly has anger management issues, and so like when they all actually meet, they all met in detention. Well, no, they actually all meet after
the Breakfast Club.
No, I'm sorry. No. They actually did not all meet in detention. They all actually meet at a excavation thing because Billy's dad used to work there. So Billy's able to trick the ankle monitor that Jason has to wear, believing that he's where he's supposed to be in his house. So they can take the van, or it's like his mom's van, to go down to the mining area to where they're doing the excavating and everything, and that's where they also see Trini and Adam, and like Jason goes to take the van and go off and whatnot. And what happens is Billy, trying to dig a little deeper, ends up using a little too much dynamite. And also puts a ring in his ear. So they all end up finding the 5 power coins, and that goes on the whole thing. So like quite literally, instead of it just being their regular kids, they are their regular initial strength and recovery and everything is increased, and they have to go through the whole thing of like trying to actually be able to morph to then fight Rita. It's not a bad movie in my opinion. It's not the greatest movie. Go ahead.
It sounds interesting. But I have not watched Power Rangers since the Green Ranger became the White Ranger.
Honestly, you don't even really need to see any of the originals. Billy got dynamite because he still had a bunch of the stuff from his dad that his mom really didn't know about. Because he used to go out there with his dad to do that. Because they were searching for buried treasure.
Okay.
I don't know if his dad was on the spectrum either. It's just something that him and his dad did. And it's one of like Billy's fondest memories. Like, I think it's still on Netflix. If you can find it, I recommend picking it up. It's not bad. I can't remember who they had play Rita. She did a great job, in my opinion.
I just like her design, so I avoid it. And the whole gold thing.
That one was kind of dumb, but still, they went about far enough in a different way that it wasn't absolutely terrible.
Oh, I'm trying to get all the gold on Earth so I can loot for Goldar.
She wasn't trying to get all the gold on Earth. It was just enough to be able to remake Goldar. So that way she could take the Zeo crystal.
It's like he wasn't that big, so
I mean, he was big enough to go up against their Zords. And I did like how the putty design was basically like took him straight from the Earth.
I do.
And then at the end, the funny thing is at the end when everything's done, apparently they couldn't really get any of the other Rangers or the kids or folks who played Power Rangers and whatnot, but they did get Jason, Frank, and the chick who played the original Kimberly, or the original Pink Ranger Kimberly. They're both in it for a cameo.
I know you're talking about fucking forget her name though. What's it? Amy Frank? Not Amy Frank.
It is Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, it is. Knew it was Amy something. Because she tried to branch out and her career never really took off.
That's the way it goes for some folks.
When he started off in the Power Rangers,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I mean,
what's gonna happen.
not too many of them went too far after that. But really, the only one who kind of did was Jason Frank, who played Tommy.
Well, but he was a showman, and he was so.
I still think one of the funniest things about him was he did MMA for a stint.
And Johnny on Bosch.
Yeah, and some dude tried to like make fun of him by being like doing the whole Power Rangers thing, and from my understanding was Jason Frank kicked the shit out of him.
I believe it.
Mhm.
All those kids really were martial artists and
yeah.
Gymnasts and everything. They could actually do the stuff that they were doing.
Yeah.
It wasn't wire work. Well, mostly.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it would have been different if the dude would have been like done the whole thing, but been like not trying to be a smart ass about it, been like, yo man, you were who got me into martial arts. That's not how it normally is.
No, it's you were in that dumb kids show and let's mock you.
Yeah.
I mean, of the ones for the American versions that were the weakest, it was Turbo, and it's because the producers made the mistake of putting an actual kid as one of the Rangers.
And no one likes it, like the Zords make it was fucking cars.
Well, the Zords themselves weren't bad. It's the whole fact that all of what the Rangers were supposed to be were people that the kids were supposed to look up to try to strive to become. They didn't, it wasn't to see themselves as a Ranger. It was to see themselves being worthy to become a Ranger. Shit be weird sometimes. Like that was the original intent from Bandai when he was originally, other than selling toys. And then realizing as the series progressed that they had to do a little more and reuse some stuff. That's the reason why it's one of the Halloween episodes and whatnot where they had to fight the Frankenstein's monster. Even though they defeat him like an episode or two later, you see him in the moon base with Rita Repulsa.
He had Johnny on Bosch had a really prolific voice acting career. He's done a lot of roles.
Which one was that?
Johnny Young Bosch.
No, who'd he play?
Oh, he played he was Adam.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's the voice of Nero in Devil May Cry, and then the voice of Dante in the newest Devil May Cry anime.
He has a shit ton of voice acting credits.
Oh yeah,
for anime and shit.
Yeah, for a lot of them, they didn't get into too much of the acting.
Oh, he was Coon.
Quite a few of them got into voice acting.
He's one of my favorite characters in all of creation, Coon from Dot Hack Jr.
I'll have to take your word for it.
So he's the propagator.
I have no idea what you're even talking about.
All right, so in the Dot Hack universe.
Oh, Dot Hack. Okay.
Yes. And he is Coon the propagator. Or the bearer of the propagator.
If I remember correctly, isn't that a freaking thing that started out as an actor? No, it was a manga that started out about, basically being stuck in a game to eventually they actually turned it into an actual game.
Yes. They turned it into an actual game, yes. They actually turned it, it's a pseudo MMO.
Mm-hmm.
It has MMO like things, but it's a single player. It's literally a single player MMO.
Yeah.
And they actually made it into an MMO that we never got because that would have been fucking awesome. Sons of bitches. Oh man, it would have been nice.
Yeah, for like the voice acting community, it is very, very small, unfortunately.
It is.
That's like was kind of funny when they did Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War. They're like, oh, we recast Yoruichi because we think she should be played by a black woman or a person of color. And it's like, Yoruichi is a dark-skinned Asian, you fucking tards. You already had someone who voiced her, who's already still in the cast. Cast her as who she's supposed to fucking be. Stop changing shit to pull some dumb shit.
Well, see, the problem is they only look at surface level. Oh, she's dark skinned, so that means she's black. No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's Asian.
Oh, they are fucking terrible. There's a lot of Westerners that are terrible for that shit.
Like they don't understand that humans in general come in many different skin colors.
Mm-hmm.
Kind
of like how Maddie's been online doing the whole thing when they show someone who's Hispanic that technically Hispanic isn't a race or Mexican isn't a race, and like being Hispanic, you can be fucking dark as the night or fucking whiter than snow.
Pale as sin. Pale as fucking sin, yes. Or any color in between.
It's just the only thing that I would argue with Maddie in that one is that typically those people that they were labeling as white wouldn't consider themselves white.
Shit, technically, Chad from Bleach is supposed to be Mexican and Japanese.
No, he's Brazilian.
Somewhere from there, I can't.
Yeah.
Just like Bob
and yes, Ron, and
Jamaican.
yes, PG. I do know it was right. There's just a caveat for that specific thing of that. It was a whole lot of Westerners are terrible. Yes, but we were caveating into this specific thing.
Like there's another actual Jamaican character, Bob McEnroe from Tango Tinga.
Yeah.
He ain't black, but he's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Because I think his mother is Japanese.
And then I know, apparently, for one of the characters they chose, or a person they chose to cast as a character in the live action One Piece, even though technically they're photo negatives of each other, Oda thought she was the perfect person to play that, the actual mangaka. So it's like, I can kind of get behind that. Or say, I don't really have a problem with that. I'll also openly say I don't think One Piece is that great, and I don't think it should have been a live action. With the shit that happens in it, you're going to have to CGI the fuck out of it anyways.
God damn, that was dark.
Well, I give Oda a lot of props comparatively, and this is where it's like I have...
No, I was reading something about Bob McEnroe, and the first thing I clicked on was his girlfriend, and said she got raped by a character.
Oof.
And it wasn't seen in the anime, it was just merely an assault or attack.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, geez, that was fucking dark.
Yeah, normally for a lot of that stuff, unless it's like an actual, well, for lack of a better term, animated porn, all of the assaults are typically implied. It's either the initial part up into it, then the aftermath, or you just see like a thing of like what could start is into it to directly to the aftermath. The only one I know of that they actually might have shown something is in the first episode of Goblin Slayer, which the first episode is extremely rough to most people. Because yes, a goblin
serious threats.
Yeah, well, because after they're not considered serious threats because most people don't see them that way, and then until later on that they can actually have the whole thing happen. So yeah, they showed a team that went up against Goblin, thought they would be a low-level quest, which they should be, to only basically get mostly murked and one of the girls to get assaulted. She gets saved, but she still gets assaulted. Then you meet another character later on who That's the reason why she can't fight against goblins, is because that did happen to her and they fucking burned out her eyes. That's why she's the blind swordsman. It's like, yeah, there's some, when it comes to like some of the anime and manga, like they hit some darker places. But that's one of the reasons why you have to tell people, just because it's animated doesn't mean it's for kids.
No, it does not. Like shit, I remember my first. I remember first watching Akira. Oof.
Yeah.
Back damn grandmother.
Akira,
Akira.
No. Get away from me. Well, anything else you want to talk about and plausibly bitch about?
I have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay.
He's always hot about that.
I mean, so do I, but I meant other subjects besides that. It was besides the normal.
Oh, no, not really.
Oh, I just remembered something we can kind of go with, and it's going a little different direction. It's going into music.
Math.
What is a
Did
song?
you say meth?
Yes, math. Got it.
What is a song that's a cover, but they changed the way the cover actually sounds? So like changed genres, that even if you heard the original first, you thought the cover was better.
Circles. The cover is by Of Monsters and Men, and the original is by Post Malone. I fucking can't stand it by Post Malone, but I love it from Of Monsters and Men, because it's a slow song that you can actually fucking hear things.
See, I would go with I might have the title of it wrong, but Madonna's "When You Call My Name."
Like a prayer.
Yes, Like a Prayer. Yeah, Like a Prayer. When they did it, I can't remember who changed it for. I think it might have been for a game, but they do it with like the slower.
It was a movie,
religious,
but I can't remember.
Yeah, like a religious choir for it, and it hits so much better that way than it does with Madonna's. Like, it almost seems like Madonna made it wrong.
Shit. I Will Always Love You. I believe the original thing was Patsy Cline, and I prefer Whitney Houston's version.
I disagree with you, and the original singer was
was
Dolly Parton, who wrote it for her.
I said I believe.
Actually,
again, I said I believe. I could have been. I don't. I just like Whitney Houston's a lot version, Dolly Parton's version.
I disagree.
Don't get me wrong. I like Dolly Parton. I just don't like that version of Dolly Parton's song.
Okay, this is. Okay. My brother says Joe Cocker, Little Help from My Friends, Perfect Circle, Imagine.
A help from my friends. Oh, I need my friends.
Will,
yeah, I do like that one too.
Will, did you have one? Or is Angela going with hers?
Will first.
Okay.
I know some of them exist, and just none of them are coming to mind right now. I have a hard time keeping track of which is original and which is cover in a lot of cases.
Well, I'm specifically talking about ones to where, it's not just a standard cover of it. Because like Metallica's cover of Bob Seger's Turn the Page is very similar comparatively. Like even Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt isn't that far off from the original. It's still better.
I got one for y'all that y'all probably don't know about. Kiss. by Prince. It was originally written by Prince for it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Oh, Sinatra.
No. Tom Jones.
Oh yeah.
He wrote it for Tom Jones because Tom Jones wanted to do something a little bit
What's
more
up, Pussycat?
Prince like. Yeah, and Prince did a cover of that song, and I like Tom Jones's version. Don't get me wrong, fucking love Prince's Kiss.
Mhm.
Just me.
And
I
Angela.
like Prince a lot better.
Okay. You're gonna feel free to make fun of me, but the new season of Wednesday has some amazing remasters of old songs, and a couple of my favorites are a remaster of Bad Moon Rising
Yep, I'm
by
judging you. Don't worry.
Blue Oyster Cult
Hmm.
that was done like slowed down
I thought
and very mellow.
Bad Moon Rising was Clearwater.
It was.
Right. I think Rodney would get this one.
Well,
Rodney,
no,
did you?
Oh my
Tier,
Christ!
hold on. Let other people get theirs out first instead of having to add more. Like, we're still working on Angela. We still have to go through Will, and you can add another. Okay?
I was saying yes. It was originally by Credence,
Okay.
but I believe there's a music instructor at Nevermore this season that is actually the actress that played Rose in Doctor Who. And she's the one that remastered. She did Bad Moon Rising and Don't Fear the Reaper. And they were both fantastically done.
Oh, wait, Will did go because it was Angela's turn. So now, Tier, what was the other one you wanted to bring up? Tier?
Right. Sorry.
Tier's like, I was trying to be nice. I was waiting. And then I forgot.
You seem to be that for right. When Def was introduced, the song that played "Oh Def."
In what?
I'm
Supernatural.
sorry. Okay.
Oh, it's been forever since I've seen that one when they actually.
Yeah,
Because you're talking about when he's actually walking.
Yes, and he ducked his arm
Chicago.
up and the guy bumped into him.
Yeah.
And he just.
I haven't seen that so
Hey,
long. I
guys.
can't remember.
There's
I
a
can
version
remember.
of "Oh Def" being played. It is literally just the song. It's just like maybe 3, 4, 5 chords and 4, maybe half of verses of the original "Oh Def." Granted, I love the original "Oh Def" a lot better like that one, but I feel like that one slightly more because it's just a sort of house track, if you will, of the woman just saying "Oh Def." But it is a different variation of that song because the original song is a folk song sung by Ralph Stanley.
I was gonna say "Oh Death, Oh Death."
No.
No.
Oh Def, Once You Spend Me Over Another Year.
Okay, different song.
What is Def that I Can't See? Ice Cold Hand Take It Over Me.
No,
Well,
that
I'm
is
Def
what I was
Leppard.
singing, asshole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Not the Ralph Stanley version. The
No,
original version of that song.
No, it's actually a lot older than that.
Yes, but he popularized it and he had the
You
variation of it.
said the original version,
The original version that I've heard.
and
the
I
first
said
like
it's
Hot Night Jake.
actually a lot older than that. It's actually an old Appalachian folk song.
Oh, yeah. And just like Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye Joe was originally made
Like,
by a European.
no, it's not. Cotton Eye Joe is way fucking older than that. Cotton Eye, the version that we all know, and then for Cotton Eye Joe by the Rednecks is a remake of that song, which is a remake of another song, which is a remake of an old folk song.
But yeah, I actually like the very original version of Odette better than anything that's been released.
I love Ralph Stanley's version. That man can sing. Well, he could sing. God rest his soul.
It's a very haunting song.
As a lich, I like that song. It speaks to me. I don't know why.
I don't know if I've ever heard the Rob Stanley version, so.
The Ralph Stanley version?
So I had a different one, but let's say for this one, what's a cover of a song that was just absolutely god-awful and shouldn't have been made other than Kid Rock's version of Turn the Page? Now I'm trying to remember whichever one.
Kid Rock did Turn the Page?
Yes, he did it. He tried to do a cover of Turn the Page, and it was terrible. I don't hate Kid Rock, but that one he never should have done.
Okay. The Lemonheads, Mrs. Robinson. Okay. Absolutely hate it.
Oh.
Well, anybody other than Simon Garfunkel doing Mrs. Robinson, we need to consider serious penalties anyway.
Oh, now I remember what the other one was. It was actually done on one of the like America's Got Talent or American Idol or some shit. The dude who did a slowed down version of Outkast's Hey Ya. Sounds good for the most part until you actually start listening to the lyrics and realize that it's supposed to be at that fast. When you slow it down, it actually removes the meaning it had.
Well, you actually hear the fucking meaning of the song. Everyone thinks it's a good love song, but if you listen to the fucking lyrics,
yeah,
that's a dark ass song.
That's why it takes away from it, because that's why it's like he has the whole thing where it's like y'all don't hear the meaning, y'all just want to dance.
Yeah, that's a dark ass song with a poppy tune. Electric Avenue is a dark ass song with a poppy tune. 99 Youth Release is a dark ass song with a poppy tune.
I mean, so is Miss Jackson from Outkast. It was actually made as an apology, not to a woman named Miss Jackson. Roseanne Barr doing the national anthem. Yeah, that one was pretty terrible. I'm pretty sure she agrees as well.
Macy Gray doing the national anthem.
90% of people who try to do the national anthem doing the national anthem, because nobody ever just sings the national anthem anymore.
Yeah, because everyone wants to do the whole shit like Whitney Houston did with "And I Will Love You, Always Love You" by doing the more of the so I think we like not Southern Baptist necessarily, but the evangelist type of singing.
You want to say gospel?
Gospel, thank you.
Again, Macy Gray saying the name. So Macy Gray couldn't remember the fucking words, and that really killed her career.
That happened to Christina Aguilera too, and it didn't kill her career. I wish it had.
Like she even said, yeah, maybe I should have opted to read for the cue cards.
Maybe you should know the national anthem of the country that you're from.
Yeah, it sounds like something you can practice.
I mean, and most people don't know there's like 3 fucking verses of that song.
Okay, I
might
know that, but I know the part that you sing usually.
Yeah, Francis Scott Key, when he did it, he read 3 verses. It was way better.
That doesn't surprise me that
Oh, yeah.
much.
That's like America the Beautiful has more verses than people.
Yeah, most people just saying the first verse. Yeah, just like Lift Up Your Voice and Sing has more than one fucking verse. Had what, 3, 4? People don't. I think people should start singing the entire. If we're going to sing the national anthem, I think we should sing the entire fucking national anthem, not the first verse and calling it there.
I mean, they really don't need
Trying,
to. Go ahead.
trying to get people to remember more than
The Rockets' Red Glare.
a verse or two of any song is actually really difficult.
Maybe because I'm from the city where the national anthem was penned. I have a different outlook on it. That song is from my city, or rather, around my city. So I kind of have to, make people want to, fucking understand that there's a bigger chunk of that song that's not being sung, that should be sung.
Eh.
Then again, everybody just sing the first verse of every song. Like the God Save the King or God Save the Queen. It's like 4 fucking verses of that.
I mean, there's also some songs that the majority of people, all they sing of it is the dun dun dun.
What you hear me talking? So you hear me talking and then you want to come ball me. Then you want my attention.
Yes.
God damn it.
She requires
'cause,
exactly 2 pets. Maybe 3.
She came up. I'm sitting in the chair and she puts her paws on my side and stands up, on the side. And she looks at me like, pet me.
Give me the attention I require anymore, and I will maul the shit out of your hand.
Nah, she doesn't bite. Right, she doesn't bite from pain. You done yet? My arm's getting tired.
You're done when she says you're done.
And that one scratched more or less.
You're done when I say you're done, human.
I am in that regard, I am so lucky in the cats that I have, because sure, they can get demanding for attention, but they don't really have an enough switch.
Yeah, she doesn't have enough switch either. She'll eventually get. Like if I'm in the if I right now got up and went to the bathroom, she'd follow me in there.
Well, yeah, because you're a big dumb cat that obviously needs to be protected. And Clown, yeah, I've seen quite a few dogs that do that. Like you go to pet, or it's like even if they want pets, we'll walk up and just like grab someone's hand.
Yes. If I'm laying in the bed, not bothering anything, mind my business in my computer, she'll literally come up against me and poke. She's learned to poke my side and get my attention, and she'll go. Sorry, you can't see the face I'm making, but she'll give me this face like, "Hey, what are you doing? Pet me."
My brother's dog will pet me if I'm not petting him enough.
Yeah, Wazowski will do that to the hop up on the arm of the chair and do headbutts into the arm and the shoulder and tap the arm and the shoulder.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
He'll literally turn around and like take his paw and pet my leg until I start petting him again. Then if on days when he can tell that I'm actually in a lot of pain, he'll turn around and give me hugs. He'll like literally sit there and hug my leg. It's the weirdest thing. It's super sweet. I love him to death, but Yeah, it's a thing. That dog is smart.
That dog is smart.
Smart, smart, smart. I can't really think of anything else now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you with my brother's adorable dog.
Oh no.
We couldn't do that.
I don't care about the fucking bullfuckers for SNAP recipients and whatnot.
You don't
I'm
care
sorry,
with the what?
The people that were bitching because they didn't have SNAP and if they wonder if it's going to come back or whatnot.
We got our benefits.
Well, you're in California.
Actually, if people paid attention to the news that actually came out, they would know that things have been restructured, but that benefits are actually being distributed. They're talking about restructuring so that you get it goes kind of like a bi-weekly payday, and you'll get part of your allotment at the beginning of the month and part of your allotment at the middle of the month. But they haven't officially figured that out yet. But they think that it'll cause less of a strain on the system, and that they are like restructuring the application process as well. But yeah, all it takes to know what's going on with that is to do some actual reading.
Yeah. I just want everybody that's abusing the system to be off.
Which
Yeah.
would free up a lot more money for the people on the system that actually truly
Need
need
it.
help.
I just want all the abuse. Like, if you're abusing the system, I need you to take your ass to. Oh, I got 67 kids. Well, bitch, get your teeth tied. Get a job. There you go.
My favorite were the ones who were like, oh, if we don't get the food stamps, we're going to steal. So it's like, oh, so you're able-bodied enough to do that, but you still want food stamps.
You able-bodied the steal, but you're not able-bodied to get out and go get a fucking job.
Sounds like if you're
You're
able-bodied to
sitting-
steal, you're able-bodied enough to get a job.
If you're sitting in a luxury car, bitching with a cell phone and shit on TikTok, I think you could, Uber, DoorDash.
Oh, for so many of them,
They
they're
get the people with the $100 nails and $1,000 phone and a paid for blue check mark on Twitter complaining about not getting their SNAP.
I mean,
really?
the people bitching about not getting their SNAP benefits that are in really nice vehicles are like the same, or in my opinion, the equivalent of like the fucking boomer dudes in their with the wraparound sunglasses that bitch about that bitch about how we're supposed to help Israel in their fucking big ass truck.
No. Again, I'm a huge isolationist. Fuck that shit. Fuck everybody else. That's not me.
I'm isolationist to a point. I don't mind necessarily helping other countries and helping allies, but I do think our things should be taken care of first.
We shouldn't be giving money to any other country until our stuff is taken care of. It's like,
exactly.
fix what's wrong at home then help other people.
Best way I've ever heard explained: secure your mask first, and then help others secure theirs.
Yep.
And only give to people that honestly would help us. If you're not gonna fucking help me when shit goes bad, fuck you, go away.
Oh, that's like all the countries that want to be like, oh, your social benefits aren't near as good as ours. It's like, all right, maybe we should stop helping you or it's like militarily and let you fend for yourself.
Yeah.
How
All
about maybe we should call in your debt so that we can stop building ours?
Yeah, every country that has had any minor degree of success with things like socialized medicine, everything like that, they have two things in common. One, extremely ethnically homogenous. Like 98% of the population is one ethnic group, kind of homogenous.
Oh yeah.
And two, they do not have to pay anything for their own national defense because they count on countries like the US to protect them.
Well, they pay a little, but they just don't pay a lot. They still like will have a military.
They pay a little.
Show.
They pay lip service, but they don't have to.
Again, I want to stop doing that. I want to stop protecting the world. I think we should. Again, if you're not us, go away. My blood for me, not for anyone else.
Got some FUBU there for us, by us.
Pretty much.
Well, otherwise, any other news to talk about or whatnot?
Really. Not that I can think of.
Any exciting plans for the week?
Being kept from work by at least half the Never Watch Alone stream this week, which might be a real blessing.
Hell, I'll make you suffer.
Oh, I will, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see if I get more word to where they can be able to close the next week or so.
You're talking about the house, right?
Yes.
I am really excited to hear when that's done.
Yeah, because then I can go through and spend the extra money that I have to, but get everything set up, get the satellite internet set up out there, and hopefully within like 30 to 40 days after closing, be predominantly moved into where I don't have much to pull out of my apartment.
I hope you get it, my friend.
Well, like I said, the main thing that they were arguing with is because of the way the roof is on the deck. And it's probably just going to end up cutting. They're probably going to end up removing the roof so that way we can do the closing. And as long as they do it, they remove it the right way, I can go through and it's with me and my dad can go through in like a couple hours and $35 later, have it back up in the way it properly needs to be. Because the only person who could build better than my dad was my mom's father. Because holy fuck could that man build. Before he passed, he built one of the great-grandchildren from one of my cousins a dollhouse. It was a handmade dollhouse with handmade wooden furniture with handmade wooden shingles.
Oh, wow.
The man could fucking woodwork.
Sounds like it.
He's also the same man who lost like 5 or 6 inches of height because of a spinal compression injury.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And his arm span was still longer than he was tall. That man had almost like that man had like a 6'8", 6'10" arm span.
Wow.
Yeah.
my grandfather, my mom's side, both my grandfathers were cool as shit, in my opinion. Granted, my dad had his reasons that him and his father had issues.
Mhm. Usually, if there's family issues, it's not without reason.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, the only grandparent that I actually didn't really have any really feelings of like, I don't know what to feel was when my dad's mother died. I was like, I really don't have any feelings on this one. I kind of don't feel anything. I didn't hate the woman, but I didn't really get along with her that well either. She also, for the longest time, was a massive racist.
Oh,
She got
wow.
she got better over time to where she wasn't near as bad, but let's just put it because of her liberal use of some slurs, my dad didn't realize some of them were slurs and had caught end up when he was very, very young, not knowing it, upon seeing his first black man saying hello N-word man, but it wasn't in a derogatory way. Like he was excited because he'd never seen a black person. The guy was actually the guy that actually went through was actually like super chill about it. Then my grandfather was apparently looked at his own wife and was like, I told you need to cut that shit that's fucked up and you're fucking up our kids.
Oh my lucky stars! A Negro.
Yeah. Oh my. Only instead of it being a full grown adult, it's like, you know, a 4-year-old child.
Wow.
Yeah, you say these days, kid might just get stabbed for that.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is back in the
Yeah.
the like mid 60s. Mid to late 60s. Yeah, maybe early to mid 60s, where still stuff wasn't always as good, but depending on where you were. But typically for a lot of that, there wasn't as much aggression, we'll say.
God damn it! Why won't it fucking Jesus? Sometimes taking out what motherfucker.
Well, that really narrows it down.
I think Tyr forgot how words work.
Well, he's arguing at technology.
Yes.
But we don't know what he's trying to do.
So I'm trying to get this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, words are failing me right now. Come back to me in 20 minutes when I figure it out.
Words, do you use them?
I use them on occasions.
Apparently not.
Gotta go Samuel Jackson on him from freaking
English motherfucker.
Do you speak it? Huh? Ain't no country I ever heard of. They speak English and huh?
What? Say what one more again? Say what one more again?
Oh my gosh.
What?
I wonder if he realizes what he just did.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
That's why I did it.
Okay, I just had. Sometimes I wonder with you.
It's okay. Sometimes I wonder with myself.
What was that?
Only sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes Tyr makes me wonder, and it's not good. Only sometimes, though.
Oh boy.
I'm actually a virtuoso. Y'all just don't like my second. Y'all don't understand good musical talent when y'all hear it. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I do, which is I'm cringing right now.
You see, I have the musical skills of a drunken monkey,
Ah!
A
and y'all just
tone
don't
deaf
understand
bird.
that. Yes, a drunken monkey and a tone deaf bird.
If a drunken monkey and a tone deaf bird had a baby, it would be Tyr.
Well, no, it
I'm
would be my musical talent.
I'm thinking I have met the the male musical equivalent of my second daughter,
Oh.
who
Wow.
singing was able to do something that musically should not be possible, and that's be more than an octave off the desired tone without being any closer to the tone on the other end.
Oh wow.
It shouldn't exist, but
Reggie. See, every time I hear the dootin' dootin' doo doo, all I can think of is Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle. Dootin' doo doo doo. Reggie. Ah!
Oh my god.
Actually
Ow,
in
my
pain.
ears.
Oh, it's one of those things like it's meant to be bad because it's Dave Chappelle, implying that he's in pain.
Now, whenever I think of fucking John Stamos from South Park. You can't hit that high C. Yeah, your brother got all the time.
That didn't sound like something you should do online, Tyr.
It's from this.
At least not on YouTube.
Oh Lord. South Park High C.
Yeah, I know which one it's from because it's the Big Gal episode.
yeah.
No, it's not that one. It's the episode where they go to the game and they're about to
Yes.
The Big Gay Al episode with
Big-
the gay dog.
Yeah. Because it's where they find out Stan's dog is gay.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think that episode.
actually one episode that I saw.
No, it's the episode where Jimbo and
Yes, Tyr, it's the Big Gay Al episode because Stan doesn't want to play in the game because he finds out his dog is gay, and that's when he ends up meeting Big Gay Al, where they have the whole thing of Big Gay's Al, Big Gay Animal Warehouse, or it's like Big Gay Animal House. Because then he comes back to play because all the parents were betting on the South Park game. So to make their odds better, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna rig the opposing team's mascot." And then the thing that sets it off is the specific note, the high C. The useless knowledge I have on some things.
Like all I remember is the high C part, and being the baseball game. I don't remember Big Gay Al.
No, it wasn't a baseball game. It was a football game.
It's a football game. John Stamos can't sing high C.
No, the baseball game.
His brother.
Yeah, the only baseball one that I'm aware of for where they played baseball is the one to where Randy gets into a fight at every freaking game. I thought this was America.
This is America.
And they had the whole thing of like he wakes up because he's gonna train it. It looks like he's gonna, drink the eggs out of a freaking glass, and you see him mix them up. It's like end up putting them into a pan. It's like mix them up a bit, then throw them, or actually mix them up, then puts them into pan to make scrambled eggs. I am the Batman.
You don't have to get into a fight because Churn, this is important to me. This is the big game.
They bring in Kyle's cousin Kyle to be the ringer to be a bad team so they can finally get out of it. The other team.
This is not an episode that I saw.
This is one of the later ones. Well, not later.
That's what I wrote about the Jew Gold. Angela, where's your Jew Gold at?
I don't know.
'cause
You
they
keep hiding it
they
from
found
me.
out the other team was actually good at baseball, because like they were able to now, like with Kyle, they were actually able to throw the ball hard enough, or it's like properly that it hits, or would hit someone's bat, so it would be like a bunting. They could hit the ball properly to land in Butter's glove in the outfield while he's playing with. It's like watching butterflies.
Yeah, because they wanted to get out. Everybody didn't want to ruin their summer by playing fucking baseball. So they were all trying to get out of it.
Mm-hmm. And then it culminates with Randy getting into a fight with Bat Dad.
This was America.
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Oh, man.
But it's been 2 hours, so I think we'll call it here. It's been fun. Like I said, we might do more Talking in the Voids this month, and since we did more movies or did all movies last month, and it's all going to depend on how things go potentially with moving. But we'll see. Otherwise, if we do a movie next week, it would most likely be, if we do the Nick Cage, it'll be, Rage, otherwise known as Tokarev.
Okay.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Unless we want to, since we'd already gone through and done, from watching Sukiyaki Western Django, of the actual Akira Kurosawa film was based off of for that. And then the other thing would be the actual 1966 Django.
It's up to you.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel on next week.
Keep hearing Rainbow the Genetic Opera, which I still haven't seen yet.
That's a good one. I mean, we still would have to do at some point for the one thing. Look at this calendar so I can realize. Okay, because it's the actually, we might do Black Friday next Saturday.
No, Black Friday is the following Friday. Jesus Christ.
The movie Black Friday, retard.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
The horror movie that does star Bruce Campbell as well.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even mean to do
Wait,
that.
no, it wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be this. This next one, we would do that one on the 23rd.
Or we could do it on the 30th. After Black Friday.
Kind of loses its luster afterwards.
You just want your Black Friday to become. It's not Black Friday, it's Friday of Color or Afro-American Friday.
I mean, in all technicality, since all of us should have that day off, maybe Tier.
Don't fucking remind me.
It's Black Friday.
Go to hell, all of you.
It's like technically we could do Black Friday on Black Friday.
It might be a little tricky. I actually am going to be out that evening. That's when Straight No Chaser is in town.
Ooh.
Who?
Straight No Chaser.
It's a band.
Okay.
One of the very, very, very few groups that would get me to leave home.
He's going to put all his energy into waddling there so he can watch them.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes sometimes, but we'll figure things out. So we're going to get out of here. You hope you have yourself a good week, getting prepped up for either hunting season if you're a hunter, because I know in Michigan the firearms version of that starts on Saturday. Otherwise, you're prepping for Thanksgiving coming up. trying to get everything prepped so you can deal with the anxiety. And of one of the few things I'll have to say, I actually do believe that that this is one of the few times I'll say it's like they should not get rid of people or it's like not ban cigarettes, because it does help some people, not throw hands at Thanksgiving.
Come on, now. I want people to get hands getting thrown at Thanksgiving.
If that's gonna
fucking
happen,
dead.
it's gonna happen. But sometimes, like
That's
cigarettes
the part
help.
Thanksgiving.
Cigarettes help people. Like when you go, I remember back the day when you'd show up at and I'm actually quoting someone else, and someone's like, anyway, but it kind of rings true. Like when you showed up at a gas station and whatnot, and you saw someone off to the side and whatnot of the building, like walking in a circle, smoking a cigarette, you knew typically they were going through some shit.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get out of here because it has been over 2 hours, almost 2 hours and 10 minutes. So
Have a
I
good
gotta go
one.
to work.
Be safe.
later, folks.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. I don't wanna.
Nobody cares.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Join us again next week, or you can check out the other people in the panel in the description and see us again plausibly on one of their channels, or just check out what work they've done. Have a good week, everyone.